Hi folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report. The one thing I can report on right now about fishing, and honestly, I think you would all enjoy it if you gave it a try, but there's great fishing right now in the Salmon River and the other tributaries to Lake Ontario for steelhead. And what are steelhead? They're rainbow trout that live out in the lake, and they come into the rivers each year this time and try to feed on the dying salmon. And that's what's taken place. The salmon have pretty much died off a couple weeks ago. There's no new salmon coming into the river. And even the food that the steelhead go in to eat is a residue, really, of the dying fish. There'll be bits of flesh from the salmon that's floating down, and the steelhead will eat that. Or, more than anything else, is salmon eggs. But there's no new salmon eggs. Those fish have died. So the eggs that are still floating down are from dead fish, and they're essentially dead eggs. But they're still extraordinarily effective. And if you were to go to the Salmon River right now, I think you could really expect to have some good action. I want to give you a couple tips. Number one, safety is, I can never talk too much about safety. And what do I mean here? First of all, the water is much colder than it was. We take it for granted it's water. But no, the temperature can have a huge impact on survival in our case, if we happen to fall in. The second thing is you can keep from falling in if you have the proper foot gear. In other words, the soles of your boots or waders, what they use mostly there are spikes. You can get spikes to hook onto the bottom of your feet. The other thing is if you are using chest waders, and neoprene is best because it will insulate you from the cold much better than just regular chest waders. But also, if you take a belt, just a belt that you would normally wear with your regular day's clothes, and take that belt, if it still will fit, around your waist or up towards your chest, around your waders, and snug it tight. And in doing this, what that does is if you do fall in, then the water won't immediately fill the waders and keep you from getting up and surviving, really. The other thing that I would recommend, and I've been doing it for myself now this year, and it really makes a difference, is I use a walking stick. Mine was designed for me by my buddy Rocky, and it allows you to wade these slippery rocks much more safely because you can adjust your balance with your arms as you press down and get footage with that stick in the water. I resisted this for years. And it isn't that I can't still walk, run, do the things I do. I run every day. But still, having balance is critical. Best lures to use is egg sacs. And Rocky told me that chartreuse in the early morning, and then vary your colors as you go on as the light changes and the water clarity will change with sunlight penetration. But chartreuse, pink, and white. White is an excellent color. So be prepared to change colors. Know that most of the fish you hook, you're not going to land because they're formidable battles. But it's a wonderful fishery, and it's something that we can all take part in now. I know it's a little bit of a drive to get down there, and if you can, I would recommend getting a guide just to learn more about how to present those egg sacs, how to make them drift and look just right. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report.